Good morning. Check our tuning. That reverb sounds awesome. It is 33 degrees in Nashville, and I left my door open, so one sec. And to warm up on the coffee. Alrighty, so today, why is that so blurry? Fix that. That's interesting, huh? Let's go with my hand in front of that. There it goes. All right, cool. So this morning, this coffee, actually, and it's the same thing right here, but overflow. Nice and warm. That's Cafe Bustelo with 2 egg yolks, 3 tablespoons of butter, cinnamon, and milk in a blender. If you guys don't have a good morning drink, that's a good one. I will not even be hungry until like 2 o'clock. All right, so let's see. The chord progression today, we're in A major. That was supposed to have my notes, but it's clearly not there. There's that. Oh, that's right. Don't have to worry about that though. Let's do this. So today we have A major. I have an A. I have a major. A major. So 1. So A dominant 7. 4. Heavenly. Heavenly. So, I'm gonna, because of this sounds cool, I'm gonna play those nice and slow today. Oh, it's supposed to be, let's get right to it. So, split triads today. 1s, 3s, and 5s. I need to change that word to spread triads, because that's the hip, cool way to say it. So, spread. Again, all that means is instead of having chords that sound like this, where all 3 of those notes, the 1, 3, and 5 of the A major chord are in the same octave, it's basically just octave displacement. And the common thing is to take the second note of whatever grouping you're in and putting it farther away, because the higher pitch one, the 1 and the 5 are already farther away. So moving the 3rd sounds like that. So instead of typically a 5 is far enough away, because like on the next version of that, you have, instead of 1, 5, you have you move the 5 and the 3 on that one. Yeah. Alright, so, and the easiest way on guitar to think of that is just skip a string in your triads and find the note somewhere else. So, let's do this. Chord progression's down there, but I'm not going to turn the metronome on. So, just so you can. Yeah, shit. No, let's turn it on. Let's give this thing a new. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Let me show you what I'm doing. So in scalar, oops, loop range is too long. Let's go back to the beginning. Only 4 bars, so. Started a little earlier today, so I won't feel so rushed. I won't get to everything if I just shut up. So I'm not going to do my best to not talk too much. But I just want to change this performance style of the chords. Just to something different. Let's give this thing a Valhalla reverb too. Ooh. That was kind of spooky. Let's hear it with it now. It's off, but let's turn it on. Yeah, I'm gonna play along with that. Mute my microphone. that was pretty cool. All right, so hey, Layla girl. I adjusted the guitar angles a little so you guys could see more of it. Let me know what you think of it. It's not like as close in, which I kind of liked better, but this is pretty good. Just so you could see a little bit more, I guess, you know. Okay, so now we've done the spread triads. That was beautiful. I'm gonna unhighlight, switch back so you can see my notes. So I'm just gonna remove the highlighting from there because that was just a reminder for what to do today. But we're done with that. Don't really need these highlighted at all. Oops. Maybe I'll use the highlighter when I want to remember or do something in addition or something like that. All right, so let's turn off the Valhalla. Actually, let's just hear it again one more time just for fun. It's like the perfect chord progression for that sound, huh? Okay, I could do that forever. All right, so turn that off. Let's go over to here. What are we doing? We're doing Zhejiang Cordy, number 2. Let me show you what that looks like. See, I adjusted this stuff, and now you guys can't see what's going on. Make me a little smaller. A little smaller today. There we go. All right, so you can see there, this is the one that's our 3-note string. The pattern is ascend 3-note per string, descend little triad arpeggio. Right there, he's doing B minor, and it goes. So it's not a full bar, so he's got that rest at the end. So I just practice it as triplets. 1 olet, 2 olet, 1 olet, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I do it. If it was to be 16ths, you could go. Like that. I'm going to do it with triplets today, keep it simple. So, go back to here. Yeah, how is this? I think it needs to be tilted a little bit. Adjust this on the fly, watch. That. That's better, right? I think so. Layla, you think so too? So we're going to do this in A major. And because I've advanced on this some now, what I'm going to do just right away is I'm going to start in first position, and after each group of notes, I'm going to just move down a string and shift up a position. Move down a string up, and then keep doing this and come back up the neck to here. And then I'll start it here instead and do the same thing going this way and then back up here. And then we've covered it all like that. I guess another option would be to go here, 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 here. And then no, the only thing to do would be to jump to here. So yeah, I'm just going to do it both ways. You'll see what I mean. There you go. And I'm going to stick with, we're just going to do a Dorian. I did not change positions there. Here's what I mean though. Here's what I'm going to do. That was wrong too. So here's what I want to spread it out more. So instead of just going and keep going this way, we're going to go we are going to go up to the next string, but also next string and shift. So the first one will be, and then I'll make it sound better here in a second. Here we go. when I ran out of space at the top of the neck, I just kind of worked my way back to here, straight across instead of at diagonal. Now, like I said, I'm going to take from down here and move it. We'll do it faster in a second, but next we're going to do the opposite. So it's going to look like this. So what I'm doing, I'm not sticking to chord tones or nothing. It's just all diatonic, and the idea is just grab notes that are nearby. So I'm not trying to stick to things where like I can't play the same note twice. Like for example, where's one of those? Like. So this one. Then see how those are the same note? I could go. And then it's different, right? But the idea is just to kind of think of them on the fly, so it's not. It's also an improvisational exercise. Improv doesn't mean, sticking to patterns, does it? So now we've done that a little bit slower. Let's just do them both a little bit faster. Not bad. That noise is my heater, which I don't need on, so 1 second. I hope that that these guitar angles and these things I'm doing are useful to some people. all I'm really doing is practicing every day and sharing that for now. I want to build the muscle for doing YouTube. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Let's do that again. Yeah, maybe as it gets faster, I'll just work it in little sections, like that. Watch. I keep hitting some wrong notes, but I'm getting the idea there, right? So, what I always want to kind of work on is like using the stuff. So we're keeping the we're not instead of here's a good idea for my self here to think about real quick is that instead of doing all the variations like those are the notes going forward, and then I usually practice like backwards, right? Maybe forwards and backwards is I don't know, or just do it forwards and then use it in an improv way. I think making sure that you're using it in a musical way is more important than all the variations. So that's the point I'm making right now. So one, we're doing forwards. That kind of thing. And then once you got it down, start using it. Let's try that again. And if you notice, I keep using the descending. Well, I guess the descending in pitch from here to here. I need to use it this way. Let's kind of incorporate that. What I notice as I do that is that I keep on playing riffs that end here, like that work their pitch up, and then I got to jump down to use the low to high version of that concept, but I'm never in position to do it. I don't want to go, like. I mean, obviously everything's allowed, but what I need to do to practice. See, this is interesting because I wouldn't have thought of this if I didn't. If I just moved on to the other variations, I wouldn't have considered what I'm going to say now, which is that I need to practice improvising riffs that go down in pitch, so that when I get here, I can go back up with the like this. zoom it in a little bit, do more of that. So I want to improvise an A minor Dorian riff down, then use the John Cordy Legato to get back up. All right, so do something like... And the point is, it's important to practice improv, obviously. And we can sit here with mechanics all day, but when we sit down and enjoy ourselves, it's usually something like jamming out. So let's incorporate it again, and then we'll move on. That sounded cool. I had fun with that. We'll make some shorts out of those riffs for sure, right? Promote the channel. Remember, like and subscribe. I only get one concurrent viewer. Let's see. Switch back to the notes here. Thank you, Sarah John Cordy. But we're done with that. That was a good way to practice that. That was fun. All right. And then now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to work on downward slant 6-note per string. I'm going to unhighlight that already. We should do this with the metronome, with Reaper, like this. I'm not sure if 100 is the right place to start. I like setting the metronomes low, if you guys notice. And then what you do is you just, instead of touching it all the time, you just work subdivisions mostly. Which is a bigger increase than like micro adjustments on the metronome. But you know, like if you go from 4 notes a bar, because you're playing quarter notes, to playing quarter note triplets, that's now 6 notes per bar, so that's a 50% increase. And then you go to eighth notes and you have 8 notes per bar. At that point, that's only a 33% increase. And then eighth note triplet. So as you increase the subdivision, the impact on the notes per bar, the increase of notes per bar gets smaller and smaller as you go up. So even though the first jump from like quarter notes to quarter note triplets is a 50% increase, that's not true as you keep increasing the subdivisions. We're going to do this with no metronome first. So downward pick slanting. Last week, but last time we were here, we did upward pick slanting, and it was just 3 note per string. So down, up, down leaves you in the position to come up on the next string. I'm exaggerating, but down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Anyway, like that. And then so today with that's because you have upward pick slanting for odd note per string, downward pick slanting for even notes per string. Reason is, when it's even note per string, if I go even just 2 notes, watch, down, up. If I go down, up, my hand is in a position to go to the next string right there. If my pick was instead slanted upwards like this, and I went down, up, I'm out away from the string instead of in position for the next string. And even though it kind of works, much better like this. When I used to work on these when I was younger, we would do 3 note per string, 4 note per string, 6 note per string, 5, whatever. But we never really thought about the picking position. And when you're doing legato, you don't have to worry about that as much. But I still think it's important to practice, and so I'm going to. So A minor, 6 note per string, downward pick slanting. Let's go. And just so you guys know, I've got the chat up down there, so if there is something that you want to say, just, or if you have a question, let me know. Six note per string, meaning like this. That's the whole pattern. And even though my note said burst would just be going like. Then put them all together, right? So. All right. Just gonna turn on the metronome from Reaper. think you guys can hear that. I'm going to turn it up actually a little bit. I can hear it better too. So. When you're working on these bursts, by the way, of course, here's a way to bring in, I think, improvisational practice to it as well, which is every time you do a little burst section, da 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 move, 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 da 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 da, and every time you do one, move to a different place in the key or a different diatonic position, however you want to think about it, but move your hands. It can't be the same one every single time. And then, of course, you can do these in reverse, too. That's the other way. So then flip it. So it goes like... Then, of course... Okay. Then going all the way back to the Joe Pass chord concept from the other day, which was doing, if this is an A minor, you would have this, like... So using that idea with this 3-note per string burst concept, you can take, for example, just keep changing your ending note. So it sounds like this. And move that around. So we're getting a lot of things in, even though it looks like it's just a picking exercise, or just a 3-note per string exercise. So again, what we're saying there is, let me turn off the metronome. We're picking little burst and ending on a note. Pick a little burst again, land on a different note than before, and even move it every time. So. And, you know, you could even stay in one position, like I was doing this. So I'm kind of just doing legato, but just to, like in an improvisational way, show you what I mean, is to be able to go, like... You understand? So you're using these little burst ideas, but having different notes that you reach or different notes that you land on, sort of in the Joe Passy kind of way of using the diatonic notes that are in that position. Of course, you could do chromaticism too, like why not? Sorry, not getting the other thing in there, so... Right. Something like that. Yeah. So if you see me doing variations on it, I'm not going to stop again, but that's what I'm thinking. I don't know why that's hard, but I'm just trying to put like a little improv in the middle there, and it's a little tough. Let me see. Try that again. I haven't been getting around to this practice, so I'm a little rusty. I'm not going to go like super speed or anything today. We just want to go for accuracy for a second at 110, and then I think I'll put it back at 100 and improvise with it for a sec. Alright, let's put this back to, let's do it at 95 instead of 100. Do a little improv, A minor Dorian improv with that in it. Gonna practice getting the ones that go, we want to make sure that we get the ones that go forward and the ones that go backwards. So I'm going to just do, instead of trying to make up random riffs in between this, what I'm going to do is, those are the riffs, and I'm going to play a quarter note or eighth note improv and then throw that in there. interesting thing to try there is to, if you notice when I got to the bend, it messed me up. So if I want to go from a bend to that. Let's try. You see me incorporating all the different things we've talked about today. So maybe that'll be a thing to do is I want to move on from this part of the practice, but I'm definitely happy with that. And what I'm realizing there is that as I try to figure out how to make my practice the things I want to have to cover smaller, actually, even though like we only practice one variation of something like a six, instead of doing 6 note per string and then 4 note per string and then 2 note per string because it's like even day or whatever, do 6 note per string and then instead of going to a different variation or permutation, use it in a musical way. And it's funny as I say that because I'm sitting here going, should have done that way my whole life. Maybe I'm saving you guys some trouble now. So I'm going to do it without the metronome for a second and incorporate the different things we've talked about. I think here's something interesting too, is because these improv strategies right here, I think I don't need to do them if I'm practicing. Well, of course they're useful, but it's kind of what's happening right here. Let me show you the notes on this real quick. You know, when we're talking about the bars here for improv, you know, do a little thing. rest, 2, 3, 4, call, or response, 4. Point is, those little black spaces, or excuse me, where you play and then the X is where you rest, and then you play and then the X is where you rest. Those are sort of the same concept as going like this, right? So. So my point is, I'm not even going to worry about this section for a while, because while it's useful, we don't really have to worry about this. Don't use this until burnt out on new idea where and so maybe what we could do though is actually more of the pentatonic improv stuff, or pentatonic riffs. We can just throw them in there, because you guys looking at my note right now? Yeah. So just don't worry about this. We're just going to unhighlight it. Let's just put in another line here of separation, so that it's clear that that's like another thing down there. Why not another? There. Okay. All right. Like that. So my point being, we've got our harmony, our legato, and the picked burst, and then add a riff, and then here's my notes on these. I just wrote these down over time. So yeah, so like say we're working on just the first one. All right, I know that one very well. Now incorporate that into the improv practice. So no metronome first, just as an example. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play. Let's just do quarter note. It's kind of weird to go for whatever. Here's the point. I'm going to just improvise quarter notes, and then do the legato for a bar. Or, for example, I'm going to improv 4 quarter notes again, and then play the burst for a bar, and then play quarter note improv, and play that, and end on the pentatonic riff like that. And then that way, like, we're practicing the mechanical stuff, but in an improvisational way. And I hope that concept's cool to you guys. It only really came up here because I was thinking about consolidating my practice. So sometimes, my point being that sometimes that objective perspective, where you're really just trying to make sure you cover certain things, you might come up with cool ideas like that too. So it's okay that practice can be systematic, because sometimes going through the systematic steps leads you to new ideas anyway. And we should incorporate spread triads, right? So why not spread triad, improv riffy idea? Actually, it's cool to mix all those up. So maybe like this. Actually, because it goes to a dominant. So sorry, let's go. So, musically that sounds weird, but it's good to mix your brain like that, I think. So, something like this. Remember the chord progression. So for me, I'm gonna play I didn't really like mixing the chords and the lead together. It sounded weird, especially because the chord changes every time. It's kind of strange. So I'm gonna play I'm gonna play a progression with the chords, and then do what I said before: quarter note improv, and then like the burst, and then quarter note improv, and the legato, quarter note improv, and the pentatonic riff. I guess. In the chord progression, which I hadn't really been considering, I don't think yet. So I was just doing like A minor stuff a second ago. So let's see. Going to talk about this for a second and then do it this way tomorrow, I think. So let's see. So try that again. Go. Chords. Just to hear what it sounds like, right? Then improv. A major. figure this out before we end the stream. So, I'm just going to do something different. Here. Okay, so the first one is a chord. Interesting. So, chord, 2, 3, 4. Improv. Here go. Improv on the D major. So it's basically, I think a way to do this is play a chord, do some kind of improv, chord, and then riff, improv, chord notes, riff. Chord, riff. So I think the idea is chord, riff, or improv. So the sequence there for my notes, so I can check this later, is chord, and then like the legato riff, improv on the next chord, verse, chord, do the legato again. Improv on the D major, pentatonic. That's cool. A cool use of the pentatonic anyway. So let's see. Let's try that again. Let me put up the chord progression so you guys can see it. So first this spread child. And probably the next D major. Chord. Do the legato again, just because it's always the second one. Cool. Let's try that here. It's Don, sorry. A major. D major. I think that's cool. Then let's check it out up here. Yeah, so that's what we'll do to practice that next time. That's a cool concept. I'm happy with that. And it also makes our practice, my practice, a little bit shorter. But not really time-wise. It's just more efficient, and it covers more things. So, mark off what we did today on it, though. We did that. This one, we'll just mark down which one we're on next. We'll do, it's the second one, because we did the first one. We're on number 2. When we do it tomorrow. And see, and then when we do this tomorrow, we'll start with the, let's go ahead and look at the chord progression for tomorrow. Of course, it's going to be in A sharp now. I think we're moving on to minor. Yep. Real simple one, but it's always pretty. Like that. So that's tomorrow. We'll do the micro jazz chords. We'll do the string skipping thing, and then we'll do the bursts. With landing on different notes. this one. Yep. And then this new section, it's not really a new section. This will be, we'll call it combined improvisation. And the one version we were doing today, variation, one bar each. Spread, try that. Say legato. Improv. And then burst. And then bar 2, or second time around, would be spread, triad, legato, improv, pentatonic riff. Yeah, I mean that's the way we did it today. I mean that's the way we'll do it tomorrow. And I felt like that was fun. I hope everybody has a good day. See ya.